Hey Dreamers, this is Jacked Plays, and I have a big announcement to make, or a big announcement. I have an announcement that I am going to do in the upcoming months, basically. So here's the thing. I want to make a community like creation. So for those who don't know, I made this particular like concert kind of stuff like a few years ago, like when the first Impy Awards were being held on the Dreamiverse and also on Media Molecules Twitch channel, everything like that, and everything that's like around it. And it kind of happened accidentally. I was like sculpting on Twitch, and I was making a bale of hay, and someone in my chat was saying, what if there was like someone sitting on the bale of hay with a guitar playing some stuff? And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And so I was like doing that randomly, and that turned completely out into making a band for the Impys, because like I was like, yeah, why not? I still need to make the Impys because like there was like the red carpet thing back in the days, and I turned it into a concert. Not many people have seen this. I have checked how many people have played this, and like the old version, and nobody has ever seen it. So at least a couple of people, and I kind of totally understand. Like I didn't really like promote this on my social media. I have it on my YouTube channel, but it was like really weird with one song, and it sounded a little maybe creepy for some people. So I really didn't really think this clearly and true, but it was just like a really fun side project that I was doing. But I have an announcement, and this is a call for all the people, all the musicians in the Dreamiverse. Doesn't matter if you are new to it or already a little bit more advanced. It doesn't matter. Everybody is welcome. If you are a music creator, if you make a lot of music in dreams, and it doesn't matter if it's just like electronic or rock music or metal or pop music, or you name all the different songs you can think of, everything is welcome, as long as like it stays in the TOS, and of course it should not contain any copyright content. Because here's the deal, what I'm going to ask is, I'm going to ask you guys to make a song, or if you have already a song made that you really wanna have been played by my Impy band. So what that means is that I have here a concert made completely in dreams, and with actually crowd like cheering for you, dancing on different songs. You will be credited, of course, as you can see. I have like an example saying Aria. That's one of my songs. But that will be, of course, like your name and your song on that title. And also like in the intro and in the outro. I will like talk about that all later in this video. I first want to like do the announcement, and then I'm going to show you how this all works and how I have been building this and all the logic behind this. It was quite fun to make this, some struggles here and there, but everything is now working. So I still need to tweak here and there. There's some like stuff that I really need to tweak, and they're still like work in progress right now, but that will be fixed. But okay, I'm babbling too long, because like Jackta, like what is the announcement? Well, the announcement is I'm going to ask the community to let me say this differently. Would you like to have one of your songs made in dreams being played officially by the Impy's band? And the band it's a big band. Like it's there's like one playing the guitar, like basically two playing the guitar, one normal guitar, one bass guitar. There's one being the drummer, there's one being on the synthesizer or keyboard or whatever you want to call it, and the piano, of course. There is a singer, and there are also some back singers if you have something like that in your song. So technically every single song that is has been made is basically possible to be played by my the Impy's band. And so the question is actually like, would you love to participate in this project? Because here's the thing, hopefully, and that's why I'm also doing it a little bit earlier, this announcement, because like there's a lot of like preparations that I need to do. If that depends on how many people are going to join. I hope as many as possible, because when the next Impy Awards show is being held, I really want to do a after party on my Twitch channel. And so when the Impy show has been done and finished, I will do a after party with a concert with playing music. The band is playing the music from the community. That's my idea. So I'm not going to do all the music, so that's all up to you. What I'm going to do is make a show out of it. So you don't have to do anything. I'm going to give you the most easiest job ever. You only need to make a song. Although that's not very easy, but I'm not very great at making songs. So, it's the most easiest task. Just make a song. That's it. And the rest I will do. I will make a show out of it. I will show you in a bit after the announcement. I will show you all like in a very calm way how this whole show is going to work. But basically there is like a band that's going to play your song, and once the song is done, once the song is finished, it will like fade out and it goes to a next scene, basically, aka the next song from someone else. So I will link all that scenes together, and I'm going to make one concert, like see it as like a concert video. Hopefully like I can do 1.5 hours. Will be really cool if you can just all enjoy the music and that is played automatically eventually, and then playing all the songs from the community. I really have been thinking about this idea for like 2 years right now, like since the first Impys were being held. I was already thinking about it. Like, why is nobody doing this? Why is nobody doing a officially band playing music while there's an Impy show? Because like an Impy show is like a reward show, right? It's like they giving rewards to the community, and officially like the Oscars or video game awards, they also have like bands playing music from like video games. And I was like, why not doing something like that in Dreams, that like there's a band playing not like your music, like your game music and your stuff that you made during that year. I will tell you a little bit of like what is like the things that it's like needed to participate into the content. I will also tell everything in the description below this YouTube channel, so don't worry. I will even like make an extra comment under this video, and I will tell you exactly what you need to think of and what is allowed and what is not allowed. And I will also share this on my social media channels. So all I asking for you guys and girls, do you know someone, or if you are an artist yourself and you really would love to participate in this idea, let me know in the comments, or at least like write me in DM on my social media, or what is called like the Dreamiverse. Just like if you already have a song ready and you really would like to have that song being played eventually at the Impy Awards after show, just let me know, and you can share that with me if you want, and then we can like figure out if that song is going to fit or not into the band. So what do you need to, like what do you need to know before you're going to like participate? I will show you first the Thermo that's been used right now, so you know exactly what you can do. Well, the big thing is you have a lot of freedom with the audio memory. So there's only 1% audio in the template. This is like the template, and I can do a lot in this template. And there's like not really additional audio at all, except there's maybe some extra audio at the drummer. I will keep it there. It's not a big of a deal, but basically you have like above the 90% audio memory at your that you can use. I know that some music also takes some gameplay memory, so the limit of what is allowed to have a song as in gameplay memory is like, don't go further than 30%, 40% max. Like 40% is the max that is allowed to that the song has like so many stuff in there that I guess it's add up a lot of gameplay. I know that sometimes a song can be, I don't know how much there is, but like I would say a limit is 40%, not 14 but 40%. So you can see that like the original gameplay memory right now is 42, but I still need to tweak something here and there. So I might maybe raise up like maybe 8% still. So that's why I'm saying 40%. So I still have some space and room left to do something else in this concert if I want to. Graphics Thermo, we are at 70%. I don't think that's going to be any higher than this anymore, maybe even lower when I'm going to release this eventually. And every song is going to be played in one scene. So there won't be multiple songs in one scene. Only there's like one template for one song. So, and I will couple all the scenes next to each other. So when your song is done, the team, it goes into the next scene, and then it will play the next song of the new community member. So that's basically what it is. So that's how it's been done. What is allowed? Well, allowed is basically every single song that you can think of. It can be techno, it can be pop music, it can be rock music, it can be metal if you want to, it can be electronic, dubstep, well, you name all the genres you can think of. Everything is allowed. So except the things that are not allowed is if your song does have like breaking TOS rules, and that could be like swearing. We need to still think of like this is like a family friendly content, so there are no songs with swearing in it or stuff like that. So besides that, and of course copyright stuff, your song needs to be completely original, and no third party audio is allowed. So no like samples of like other songs or other music or movies or anything like that is not allowed. It needs to be original created song completely inside Dreams. Simply because like if I cannot stream it. So yeah, then it's like it's or like I cannot like even like play your music at all. That's why I need to do this like months ahead, because like I need to of course like check if everything is original and stuff like that. So this is why I'm already doing so early this video, and I know that the Impys is far away still. It's not even close, but I really want to give the people the time, and I will announce also when the deadline is. The deadline is not set yet, but I will, of course, like when I have like more people that I actually want to participating in, that I know how many people are going to join, and then I can say like, okay, this is the deadline. But don't worry, there you have like a lot of time. So that's the thing that are allowed and what are not allowed. So let me know. Let me also know in the comments what you think. Do you like this idea? And would you love to participate in this? It would be an honor to have like that my band is going to play your song. And but if you know someone that makes music and you think that the person needs to be a little bit like a push more in the front for his content, I think this is a great way to do that, because your name will be twice in one song being shown, like first in the intro and the second time in the outro. So your name is going to be out there with the song title and the artist name itself. So that's like the info that I want to do for the Impys band concert. So yeah, let me know what you think, and I really hope that you like this idea. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about the stuff behind closed doors. Basically, how did I make this whole concert to life? Well, there is of course logic happening, and you can see here I have here the concert. This is like a big microchip, and here is where all the magic is happening. It was a little bit of like time consuming, to be honest, to build this, because like what I did is I tried to make it as most user friendly for myself, so that all I need to do is put your song into into my creation and tweak and line up some like wires to your stuff, and that's it. That's all I need to do. So it's a very like I made my logic this way to make like in a very efficiently way for myself. You don't have to worry about this part, but I really want to like show you a little bit behind the scenes of like how did I make this concert and how did I do certain stuff, because there will be lights, there will be fireworks, there will be 20 cameras in total so far. I probably will add more, but at the moment there are like 20 camera shots, different camera angles that is going to be during your concert. So, and I can play a lot with that, and I will show you that all in a bit. So first what I'm going to show you is the intro here. The intro is a very simple thing. It's where you hear the crowd cheering. So if I like rewind the scene, you can hear that the crowd is cheering, and that's basically the intro. And then your song is going to play. So that's a very simple intro. I might put the artist inside the intro. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet, but I might maybe going to do that. So here we have the artist. So at a few seconds, there will be a bar popping up into the screen. So I'll show you, I will play the scene so you can see it. There will be a name bar. I don't know what it's called. Like there's a bar popping up, boop. And then like with your title song, eventually maybe your game name, and then the artist or the band name under that. So that's what the artist intro. I'm probably going to combine these two things together. I'm still working on stuff. At the side of this, we have the lights, and this is really fun. It's a lot of logics, but it's really fun to do this. I have here the spotlights, and you can see there's like lots of happening here right now. But basically what these spotlights are doing, I can control every single light that's in this scene. So there are a lot of like lights here in the front, and there are some lights in the back, and also you cannot see it, but also lights on the sides as well. Everything I can control. At the moment there are not many lights activated in this example, but I can control everything. So for example, we have here the side spotlight, left and right, backlight, left and right. We have the piano spotlight, the guitar spotlight, the bass guitar spotlight, the drummer spotlight, the synthesizer spotlight, the vocal spotlight, and then we also have like normal stage light from left and right. And then we have the spotlight speed. This means that sometimes I can control the spotlights that are going to from left to right. I can control here the speed of them. So if I don't like that they are going, that maybe they're going too fast or stuff like that, I can control that. And or if I don't want that, if I want to keep statics, then I have here some extra settings to turn on off. Then all the lights will be static, and they're not going to as you can see, they're now like placed in like in a static way. And if I turn that on again, then they will be placed into the normal position. All right, so that's for the lights. These all sliders, as you can see here, I will show you that a little bit later how that works. But really quickly, what this is doing is, if it's set on 0, that means that the light will always be off. If I put it on 0.1, that means that the light goes on at the moment that the show is starting, that the concert is starting. So the lights then already going to pop on at the moment that your band is going to play. But it might sometimes happen that you have, for example, a solo part in the beginning, for example, and like maybe there's like a guitar playing solo for like 2 minutes, I don't know. And then later on, the rest of the band is going to join that solo part. And that's not, then of course not going to be solo anymore, but they're going to like join the guitar. So these numbers are timers. For example, if I want, for example, I have here like the synthesizer is starting at 0.1, which means that like it starts straight, like the spotlight is going right on when the music starts, and at 12 seconds the drummer starts, or at least the spotlight is it's going on, and that means is also when the drummer is start to drum. So it's 12 seconds later than the synthesizer that the drummer is joining. So first all the spotlights are off and are only focusing on the drummer, and then later on I will show you how that works. I will show you how that, but then like it focus on the guitarist, and then the drummer eventually like join in, and then the lantern of not the lantern, but like the spotlight is then like also focusing on both of them. So that's what I'm doing here with all the controlling. I can also keyframe it if there's like solo parts in between stuff. So for example, if you have like a normal song and there is like at 3 minutes halfway you have like a solo song with only guitar or piano, then I can like control this with a keyframe and saying like, okay, now it needs to go only focusing again on the piano and everything is off, and when that solo part is over then everything goes back on again. So that's really what it's what it is. I can all control that here. So yeah, everything is possible. So it doesn't matter what kind of music you have, everything can be done with this band, and I'll show you how that works after this. So that's like the spotlights and stuff behind that. So let me close this. The next thing what we have is, well, we have here the global settings, but those are a little bit boring. Those are only like the global settings, and there will be some macros here still for in the end, but that's not really that important. But this one is very important, the band selection. So what can we choose from? We have a singer, we have a drummer, we have a guitarist, we have a bass guitar, we have a keyboard / synthesizer, we have a pianist, and we have a choir, I don't know how to say it, choir, which basically is like the background singers. I don't think that this one is going to use a lot. I'm not really sure how many people actually have like background singers, but in case, I just have it. In case there is someone having one of those songs that will actually have a background singers happening. So how does it work? For example, I need a singer, and I need a drummer, I need a guitarist, and I need a pianist. So now everything is on, and now you can see that my band is appearing. So there is one sitting behind the piano. There's a dude here with a guitar sitting on the bay of hay. That's how everything is started. And we have here a singer like holding the microphone. He doesn't have an Impy hat yet. He still needs one, so don't worry. I need to create more unique Impy hats, so he will get one too, or he or she. And the background singers, those are standing here, and they will also get their own Impy hat. So everything gets their own Impy hat. And here we have the drummer with also an Impy hat on his hat, and he's just like chilling in the background. And we also have the keyboard. We should not forget this one. He's always like a little bit like behind the whole band, but he's doing all the magic with the sound effects and stuff like that. So this is like the synthesizer, where the synthesizer guys is standing, and that's it. So for example, if I don't need a pianist, but I need the synthesizer one, I can turn it on, and now we have the synthesizer dude playing behind the synthesizer. So it basically doesn't really matter what song or type of song you're going to make or what you have. Everything is basically can be played by the band. Now, there are like instruments, of course, not there. There are like violins and harps, and you'll name all the different instruments on your list. But the reason why I have like a synthesizer is because like if every instrument that's not on stage, I will let the synthesizer play. So what that means is if you have like a song that is playing harp music or violin music, I will let the synthesizer guy being the guy that's playing the harp music. And so that's why I have the synthesizer also to like to basically like to replace all the other instruments that are not showing on the stage, because that's a lot of work and a lot of like memory as well. So I cannot have all the instruments. Maybe if this is a little bit of successful project, then I will maybe increase this for the next year. Maybe we can do more instruments eventually. That will be fun. But at the moment, I'm sorry, everything like the instruments that are not showing on stage, that will be played on the synthesizer. So mostly the synthesizer is always there. I think most of the music that's been made by the community has a lot of like different different instruments, and I think that a lot there's like pianists mostly using guitar, and drummers all mostly always in there. So that's what the band. Let me already like create a band so you can see how it works. So let's say we need a drummer. Let's say we need a guitar, and we need a keyboard, and we need a pianist. So that's our band. That's going to be the band for our song. I do have a song already, and this will be the first time for you guys that you ever heard this song. I've been making this for my upcoming game Aria. A little bit of like advertising during my videos, my own self-advertising. But if you don't aware, I am making a game in Dreams. It's called Aria. It's one of my bigger projects. Not finished, but I'm still working on it, and I'm also making music for it. So I will let you hear the music in a bit at the end of this video. So now we have like created the band. Let me explain the next stuff. So here we have, well, I will skip these things for now. I will save that for later. So here we have like the wave, the rock, the dance, and crowd lights. So what is this meaning? I can control the crowd. So for like, if you have like a very peaceful song, I have the wave option. So they're just like waving from left to right. If it's a very emotional song, I can also have the crowd lights on. So they will like moving around with the lights as well, if it's a very beautiful song. But maybe it's not a beautiful song, and maybe it's, well, depends on what your taste is, of course. If you maybe have some rock music, I have here an option for the crowd. Instead of like moving around, waving around, they will also jump around. So I have here a rock option. So if you have more of a rock song, then the crowd is going to jump up and down. And I can also do that with crowd lights on if I want to. The crowd is not something you're going to see really well. It's also very low quality crowds made by the community, one of the community members. It's but it's a part of the immersive, and not really like it's all for fun, right? Like it's not that super serious, but I'm taking this project very serious, by the way. But the whole creation is not so serious. Like the crowd is not something that you're going to see much, because it's pretty dark. The lights go on a little bit so you can see them a little bit standing, but not as much. So you give a little bit of the feeling there are people in there, but you cannot see like much, because like it's so dark, and I keep it that way. So so here we can like control that. I also have a dance option. So if you have like more of like a swing music, or a little bit of like dance music, I have that, like the crowd is going a little bit of like hobbly, not really like jumping, but like jumping sideways and upways, and they're going like a little bit nuts. So there's like the dance option that I have as well. And also I can like use the with lights or not with lights if I want to. So that's for the crowd control. So like I can control here the crowd in the concert. Now this is a little bit of more tech and yeah, the tech behind stuff. So here we have like set total song duration minus 20 seconds. What I mean is if the song is taking 4 minutes, or like say like 4 minutes and 20 seconds, then I need to put it put this slider 20 seconds earlier before the song is going to end. So if your song is taking 4 minutes and 20 seconds, I need to put this on 4 minutes. And why are you going to ask? Well, I have here also an outro, and that outro is going to play 20 seconds before your song is going to end. So that's why this timer needs to activate 20 seconds before the ending, because in the outro there will be a bar again with your name and the title of the song, so you get twice in the you're getting credit twice in your concert playing. And then the end will be a crowd cheering again, then it fades to black, and then it hits the doorway, and that will eventually lead to the next creation, the new song from someone else. So that's about this particular thing here. So, and I made like a very easy thing for me, so I can like set this up in how many I want. The total is 20 minutes, but that's not allowed. No songs longer than 10 minutes. So no 20 minutes, but this is like the max of 20. So I have a little bit of room to do that. But the song cannot be longer. I will put all the information, but the song cannot be longer than 10 minutes, simply because I want to keep it like, yeah, a little bit relevant, right? I don't want to make songs too long for people to listen, or maybe it's like a song that they don't really like and I don't want to torture them for 10 minutes straight. So keep the song under the 10 minutes. Okay, then we have here, or shall we? Yeah. Then we have here the heart of the band, basically. Here's where all the magic happens. We have here the guitar, and that guitar, that's like the dude that's going to, he or she is going to play the guitar. And I have some logic happening here. One is connected to the head of the puppet. One is connected to the right hand of the puppet. One is connected to the left hand, and one is connected to the feet. So what it does is basically the music that I'm going to connect, I do it with the envelope option. So so if you have like a guitar playing, I will connect these things to your music to these things. And so when he plays the music, he automatically is like already playing, because I have already everything keyframed. So I only need to connect them. The keyframe is already working from the puppets. And I have that with everything. I have that with the bass guitar. I have that with the drummer. I have that with the piano. I have that with the synthesizer. I think you get the idea. I also have something extra here. If you notice that, I have here also the fireworks. The fireworks is working, but I still need to figure out how I'm going to make this work as like the most like, yeah, that this like makes sense and not look weird. It is working. I already have, as you can see, some keyframes happening here. But the fire itself is a placeholder. So the fire that it's right now in this particular template is not the fire that I'm going to use during the show. So still need to make a good one. Still need to make like one that's actually like looks pretty. I can show you how it looks, but actually I don't want to show it because like it's not done yet. And it looks a little bit silly. But yes, there will be fireworks. So if you have like music that like is a little bit of like drum and bass and techno and stuff like that, maybe you want to have some fire stuff happening. I think that's pretty cool to have that at certain songs, like if the song is more like metal and rock, and I think that like fire is very like fitting for that. I'm not going to do it every song. There won't be fire songs with a very emotional song. I'm not going to use fire for that. But yeah, when it's a little bit more like rock and metal, then fire is going to be used. So that's why there is a firework option here as well. I am considering to do something else. And this is more for the people that are making electronic music. I am considering to also make laser lights, but there's already one but. I don't want to like cause epileptic attacks to people. So I really need to see how I'm going to deal with this. Probably I'm not going to add it, or maybe I'm going to add maybe an option that people can turn it off by default in the main menu. I need to think about this, but I do hear. I can understand maybe if you have like techno music and you really would like to have some laser show happening when there is like tech music playing. I have been thinking about that idea, but I also need to be like thinking of people that having a little bit of like I said, like it's like they are not good with lights and stuff like that. So I cannot guarantee you if that will be in the scene. And maybe I can find a workaround that's not going to look so epileptic and seizures, chances for having a seizure and stuff like that. So I really need to think about that part. So maybe there will be one saying laser works. Oh, I'm I'm deleting everything. All right, so that is like this part. Now the show itself. And I have here the option saying camera control panel. And I have here a second one saying show. The show is the show itself. This is where I control all the cameras. And I don't know why I call this camera control panel, because technically it's the other way around. But I call it camera control panel. I don't know why. But this is where all the cameras are connected. As you can see, there are 20 cameras in total. C20, like it's 20 cameras. And every camera is a single shot somewhere. So I named everything, so I know exactly which one is what. For this one, like camera 1 is the crowd left front, so that means that the camera is going to be played from this here, and then it's going to like probably play like that. The second one is the band front, and the guitar front, the singer front, the drummer back, the singer front. It's a little bit like all over the place. And here we have like the second group, piano back, crowd front, band back, crowd. You get the idea. So, and everything is connected to a switch. And in the other option, in this one here, the show itself is all keyframes. And these are like 20 keyframes in total. C12, sorry, C20, that's in total 20 cameras. And every keyframe is connected to a camera shot. So here I can basically control which camera do I want to show in the beginning. And once I have reached, and the song is longer than this whole 20 cameras in total, then it will eventually, then it will automatically reloop the whole progress again. This was for me the most efficiently way. If I'm going to receive a lot of songs, it was like for me the most efficiently way to create something like this. I only need to click on the keyframe and say like, okay, I need for the first camera shot, I need not camera 1, but camera. Sorry, not camera 2, but camera 1. So I'm just going to delete this, and I'm going to say this one needs to be activated, and then done. And that's all it is. And I do that with all the keyframes. They're already being set because like I made a example also for this tutorial. It's not really a tutorial, but for like more of like behind the scenes. And so that's like how the camera control panel works. This is all, of course, you don't have to worry about. This is all my side. And the most important thing is still missing, and that's the music. So we need to add music. So how does it work? So if you send me your music, your song, I'm going to place it inside the scene. And my song is like 6% of the audio, gameplay audio. And let me open The song is not very great. I'm not really disclaimer. I'm not really a great musician, so but it's still work in progress, this one. But this is like the first time I ever let you guys hear this song. But this is made for Aria. This is one of the songs that's going to be played somewhere in the environment at a location. Cannot say what or when or how, but this will be, it's called Working Late, but probably it's a working title. I don't know if it's going to call like that in the end, but it's, at the moment it's called Working Late. And so how we're going to do this, how I'm going to connect this song to the band. So I will show you how I do it. Probably already know. If you're already a musician, you have probably already done this before. So it's my song first start with an harp. Very softly, very slowly, starts with a harp. Now I don't have, like I said, an instrument on the stage that's playing a harp. But I do have a synthesizer. So what we can do, we can pretend that the dude or the girl is like making a harp sound on the synthesizer, because that's possible with synthesizer. You can sound the synthesizer any instrument that you want. So all we need to do is open the harp from the song and then find the envelope and then search, or I need to search for synthesizer. So only what I need to do is connect the envelope to this one here, synthesizer, done. And my character is now working. And I have here and pause, and then like it starts again. So I need to do it with the other one as well. Go to the envelope, connected to the synthesizer, done. Okay, so the next instrument that I have here like the drum, and it starts in like 12 seconds in the song. So we're going to connect the drum with the drummer. Do that the same. Go in the envelope, and then we're going to connect this to the drummer, and done. So now the drummer is doing its thing while that is being played. Then the next thing, well, I have here like an instrument, crumbarine. I'm not going to connect this to any artist, any of the band members, because sometimes I don't like to like connect every single instrument on it, because yeah, it doesn't really make sense. It's just for fun, and the band members is not super realistic. They're not going to be precisely hitting the keyboards on the exact place where it needs to be. Also counts with all the other members, the guitar, the drum. It's all for fun. It's just having fun and celebrate the Impy Awards and the community. So I'm not going to connect this one. But what I am going to connect is the trumpet. The reason why I'm doing the trumpet one is because like the trumpet, I made this song sound a little bit like in guitar, although it's a trumpet. But I made it sound like in more of like a guitar sound. So I can get away with this to put this on the guitar. And so we're going to place this envelope to the guitarist. There we go, done. And now we need to find, because like it's again somewhere else in the timeline. Let me find that. That's over here, and we need to do that here as well in the envelope on the guitar. There we go, that's done. So now that is going to play. So the only thing I need still to connect is the piano. Eventually, the piano is going to play. Not in the entire song, I'm not sure. But here we have like the grand piano. And this one is going to be, obviously, you can already guess, envelope. And this is going to be in, where is it? That's the drummer. Here's the piano. There we go. Done. That's it. So now we're almost done with the show, but like I said earlier with the spotlights, I can control the spotlights at the moment when it is going to start with the instrument. So what I mean is we can say the spotlight, every spotlight is off except for the one that's focusing on the synthesizer, the guy that's playing the harp music. And then at 12 seconds, we can add like another spotlight, and that's going to focus on the drummer. And then at like 28 seconds, is going to focus on the guitarist. So I already have that done, but I will show you how I did that. So we're going into lights, open the spotlights, and here I have the control. So what I did is at also the piano, like the piano is starting at 1 minute 44 seconds. That's the piano starting. So I have here like in 104 seconds, the piano spotlight is going on. The guitar is going on in, was it 28? I think it was 28, right? 28 seconds, the guitar spotlight is going on. There's no bass. The drummer starts in 12 seconds and the synthesizer starts directly. That's why it's set on 0.1. So that means that it's the first person that's going to be activated, so to speak, for playing on the synthesizer. That's how it works. That's everything how it is. And this is what it is. So I'm going to close this video and I will leave you with the concert itself. They will play a song and it's Aria. It's one of my songs that I created in Dreams for my upcoming game Aria. It's not like a team song. It's just a song that's going to be played in a certain location that I cannot say yet, but it will be there in my game. Still need a lot of tweaking. The camera angles, little disclaimer, the camera angles are not really focusing on the correct spots yet, because like I use this as a sampling, as an example how the concert is going to look. So keep that in mind. I only see that I need to have the crowd still on. So let's say it's a slow song, so we need wave and lights. So now we have lights in the crowd. All right, I'm going to leave it for here. I'm one more time at my project that I'm going to do. This is a project that I have been thinking about for a very long time, since the very first Impy award show. And I already made something like this back then, but it was not really like really community heavy. It was more of like testing for fun. Now I really want to ask the community, you guys, if you want to like participating in this project, please let me know on the Dreamiverse. You can send me a DM on Twitter if you follow me on Twitter. If you follow me on Reddit, you can send me a DM over there, and then we can work things out. Like, let me know or share the song that you really want to have that my band, the Impy's band, is going to play your song. I will share the deadline. I don't know the deadline yet at the moment of this recording, but I'm going to release this pretty soon, this video, because I really need a lot of time to set this all up. And depending on like how many people are going to join, I really hope that there will be enough people joining so I can have like at least 1.5 hours of concert. That will be pretty cool to have that as an after show, an after party, and enjoying the music made by the community, made by you. And I think that's pretty awesome. And then we can all to watch and grab some snacks and stuff like that, and basically celebrating Dreams in general. I hope that's a cool idea that you guys think. And for now, I'm just going to like stop talking. Already is like 50 minutes in almost, and I'm going to use the last 4 or 5 minutes to the band playing Aria, and with the working title Working Late. Let me know in the comments what you think of this idea, and as always, don't forget to dream, everybody. And here is the Impys with Aria Working Late.